Hey, what's good? You tuned into your host with the most. We on the gaming channel, the review channel, the grub channel. So how y'all doing? Really appreciate y'all coming on in and see what the hell we talking about tonight. Well, we're gonna talk about some NES games, the hard ones. Some out of my collection. Some you already played. Some you might took pleasure in playing. Some you might remember where you left off at and where you want to pick back up. My NES journey started here. I had an Atari, a 5200, and that's the most bullshit gaming system. It was weird. The way you plug it up to the back of the TV, you had the progs, and then you put it into the UHF, but the power box was also connected to the box that you plug in to the TV instead of being like plugging it into the console. And it really didn't have a lot of games. I think I only had like a couple of games: Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and some type of game that was like Solar Jet Man. It was butt. But I had it. Now, rest in peace to my cousin. She had a wood grain Atari 2600. And that kind of where's my gaming love for gaming came from. One day, I went outside and my neighbor Jude, I said Jude, yeah, I know in the hood, people have crazy ass names. What's good? How you doing? Appreciate you. We're just talking about old NES games tonight on this channel. Really appreciate y'all. I haven't been going live or doing videos because the career's been taking up a lot of my time. But my neighbor had this gaming system, and all I was hearing was boop, I'm like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Because I had an Atari. So that's where my fascination came from. Now, I don't know where I got from just having a Nintendo with the Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt to having like 16, 17 games. So I'm gonna go through some games that if you ain't played before, you need to play. So if you're ready, let's get to it. My first difficult game came from my neighbor. He had two games. One is my favorite, Castlevania. And the other was Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden, however you want to say it. And he loaned those games to me because he couldn't beat them shits. So I said, okay, let me try these games. We already know about Castlevania. It took me a while to even beat Castlevania. I put it down. I picked the Ninja Gaiden up and I put it down. It was that difficult, right? But one day during the summer, I said, you know what? We gonna beat this shit. And it took some tries because the Nintendo Entertainment System, it has some defaults with the game. I don't know if because my system get hot or whatever, it'll stop working, it'll freeze up on you. But I was determined. I said, not tonight. I got the Q-tips, the alcohol, put it inside, blew it, stuck it in with 2 cartridges, and commenced to play. Now, Ninja Gaiden, there's no code. You're just gonna have to play it. And it's difficult for a number of reasons. This guy in front from Texas, that's why the side of his car beat up. Go ahead, Obi. I don't like the way you drive. But anyway, I digress. Ninja Gaiden difficulty starts after the stage where it's like water and birds. Birds are gonna get on your nerves. The bosses or just the things that you are fighting along the way. I never read the manual to see what they were, but they were just some real creepy, hard to hit type of enemies. Now, Ninja Gaiden got a lot of weapons, a lot of attribute weapons, secondary weapons that you can use. But the spin slash is the best one. If you can hold on to it, that game will be finished. It's just the fact that you got to hold down, and when you slice, you'll use the sword without using a spin slash. Now, that wasn't in Nintendo Power. That's from people playing it for decades and mastering it, finding out new stuff. Now, what makes Ninja Gaiden so difficult is the last stage of hell, right? You go through this last stage, even the stage before that, the birds, it's an area where you got to jump off the cliff, kind of janky, right? That right there is really tough. It's challenging. Now that guy that throws lightning, if you don't have that spin slash, right, he's going to be a little problem to reckon with. But the last stage is difficult, and the boss has 3 phases. If you die, you go back to the beginning of that stage. Oh yeah, difficult. I beat it though, but difficult. The next game, I went to school and I was trading Solomon's Key, and this guy said, look, I'll give you 3 games. I said, oh, give me 3 games. All right. He's like, what you got? I was like, look, I was trading some of my neighbor's games. But he gave me this game called Ghosts and Goblins. And what made Ghosts and Goblins so difficult is every game you play, you have to get used to the controls of that game. Is it slow? Does it delay? Is it going to take time when you hit left or right? Does the character move fast? Are the weapons shitty? Uh, what kind of nuances this game has? And with Ghosts and Goblins, you can't just tap on the button like Contra and shoot at weapons. You actually have to throw the weapon, let it impact the enemy, then throw another weapon. Which was some bullshit. Some bullshit. Some straight bullshit. The first damn level was so damn difficult in this game. I think I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go outside and play. But when I got bored, I said, you know what, we're gonna give it a try. So we popped that mug in. And I finally, first of all, we came across one of those red devils. This is a third of the stage. 6 shots. You didn't know. You didn't know. And just like the angry video nerd, I thought it was the boss. But no. We gotta go in this forest with these piggies in a blanket screaming, throwing pitchforks. And then you come to a unicorn. I didn't know what the hell that was. They call it a unicorn. So, okay. Whip on him, get the key. Move to the next stage. The next stage is difficult, right? The beginning part ain't no problem. But once you go through the houses with those muscle dudes that take 10 shots apiece, with a bird flying every 4 seconds, and this game, they amped up the difficulty to the maximum for nothing. The notion was, in the arcade, if we make the game hard as fuck, you would spend all your money. Like when Street Fighter came out, you just fill it up. It was a coin eater, right? And it got more insane along the way. When I finally got to stage 5, up that tower, and beat the 2 Satans, Lucifer came out, and his hitbox is shitty. I beat it, and it had the nerve to send me back to the beginning to do that shit again. I cut that shit off. I cut it off. I wasn't fucking with it. I had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks. I wasn't fucking with it no more. That was some bullshit. Right? Game was too damn hard. Y'all say Contra. Contra ain't hard when you got 30 men. Right? They should have never gave the code out for 30 men. They should have just let you just play it from jump and be skilled about it. Contras was easy. Super Contra, no problem. No problem. Here's another game that's fun as fuck. I recommend you play it. The graphics is phenomenal for that time being. I mean, beautiful. Beautiful. I rented this game. It was 2 of them. It was Castlevania 2 Simon Quest. Because I was like, ooh, this is the sequel to Castlevania. Ooh. Right? And I ain't beat Castlevania yet. Because every time I got to, I think the farthest I got watching my friend play was the Mummies. He sucked at Castlevania, right? So I got Castlevania 2. And this is no Nintendo Power, no guide. I didn't know what the hell I was doing with Castlevania 2. But the other game I had, because I said, I don't understand this game. But I put in this other game that I got from the video store, and it was called Blaster Master. Blaster Master is a hard game, but it's very challenging, and it is fun. And the graphics is phenomenal. It got phenomenal music. When I felt bored, I'll give it a try. And before the code came out, I don't think I ever beat it when I was young. The farthest I got was probably the swimming area. And I hate that board. It's tedious, it's long. You have to power up your gun all the way. You can't get hit. That crab, you ain't got your gun powered, it's gonna be an issue. You gonna have some troubles. But after you and see, here's the thing with Blaster Master, right? First 3 levels will take you one way, and then the next 3 levels. Wait, no, let me take that back. The first 3 levels will take you one way. You got it, homie. Then you go all the way back to the beginning. Use your hover, go into with the next 2 worlds. And then the dope thing about Blaster Master is you play 2 ways. You will either be inside the vehicle, right? Either you be inside the vehicle, my bad, or you be outside the vehicle in that same world. But when it's time to go get a weapon or something or fight a boss, you'll go into a dungeon, and then you play in that manner. That was. It's a hard ass game. I'm just letting you know, it's a hard ass game, but it's fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. When you got you and your homie, your friend come through. Y'all want to get some 2-player action on it. And everybody will say, let's play some Contra. Yeah. But you ain't always got to play Contra to have that experience. You can play this game I used to play called Life Force. Gradius 2 Salamander, right? Very underrated, ahead of his time. Very underrated. Very underrated. That's something me and my brother will definitely play. Now, with those Gradius games, as long as you can kind of like hold on to your max weapons, you will put a boss to shame. But with Life Force, when there's too much shit on the screen, that might give you a problema. Yeah, a problema. The second stage, the volcano stage, it's too much stuff on the screen. Now, the positive drawback of this is the screen will slow down. It's just too much stuff. It's too much stuff, right? You will get some slowdown. And that will help you like kind of maneuver through that mess of volcanoes shooting out lava and meteorite, asteroid, rocks. And then you get the planes that's flying up underneath the background, and there are areas in the board where the things will regenerate. They'll regenerate. So it might regenerate right behind you, but where you shot that stuff, it might be ahead of you, but you going through it, right? And when it regenerates, man, it'll smash your big Viper. You lose all that. On the second board, there's some devious stuff at the end before you fight this machine thing, right? It's the part with the 3 orbs. 3 blue orbs from hell. Right? I hated that. The flame stage, notorious for difficulty. Things are popping up out of the blue, right? Because I played that first before I played Gradius. I went back and played Gradius after I played Life Force because I was like, oh, you know that? I like that, the Big Viper thing. All right. With the options and all that. Now, I know these hard games are NES, but that, I think it's Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo, and I think it's stage 5. And you after, yeah, that cat was about to be get ran over. I think it's stage 5. The board is going to speed up, and you gotta follow with it, and they have the doors, barriers closing at the same time, and then you'll go to a certain way, and it'll be a dead end. Do you janky, right? But Life Force got its difficulty. I like the Pharaoh stage. They took that out. Yeah, man, this truck right here just lit my whole shit up. You got it, homie. You got it, big homie. That must be one of them electric trucks. Let you do your thing. Dodge the Cobra. But anyway. Another game, right? Another good game that I used to just say, you know what? I feel like it's a popcorn. I feel like beating the game. I feel like whipping on the game, right? This game is called Metal Gear. Bravo. The PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2, that was the first game. That is insanity. That is like pure perfection. But let's talk about Metal Gear, not Snake's Revenge. This week, I might go live with the Snake's Revenge because, I'm not really familiar with that. That Metal Gear? It took a while to figure out where to go and what to do. But very entertaining. If you are accustomed to Mega Man's style of switching your weapons and hitting that start button or that select button, pause it. I think it was the start button for your weapons. And if you hit select, you got a transmitter because you're going to be communicating, right? So you get a little transmission number, follow that. It might be a person like Deep Throat to help you out in secrets and to get stuff because you're doing some espionage. Now the MSX version, you actually fight the Metal Gear. The NES version, you don't fight the Metal Gear. But it's difficult. But, there's some things that make the game easier, like the pause pit trick. You had the pits in the warehouse. If you walk over them, you'll die. But if you hit pause and go out of screen, come out of screen, come back to screen, and then, you can walk around that stuff. It'll stop the booby trap. But man, love some Metal Gear, man. Right. That was something I would definitely like, just whip on. Like I just feel like taking an hour or two. That was the games that, you know, you probably it probably took you months to play, but then you would condense the play into okay, I can beat this shit, in less than an hour and 30 minutes, depending on what's going on. A whole lot of back and forth, and get your key cards ready. Real deal. They said Metroid was hard, but it's only one part that makes Metroid difficult. Is after you fight the second boss, though, the one that's all ribby. The one that got the extra energy tank on the board, and the board before you get to it, right? They got a false floor, all type of stuff. You gotta get that and then go all back. But that's a good game too, man. Iron Sword is a good one. That's an honorable mention. Right? That's an honorable mention. People say Festus Quest. I gave up on Festus Quest. I didn't understand that shit. Yeah, but it's made by Sunsoft, and Sunsoft made Blaster Master, so the graphics was but Blaster Master is flawless, man. That was a gem. All right, y'all, man. Shit. I just wanted to come live, chew fat with y'all. I'm gonna be back with some Dragon Ball Z Daima too. I gotta watch that. Matter of fact. Do that tonight. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace.